Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us right here. Houston's TejanoHits.com, live right here via Facebook. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for joining us once again right here. And we got a great show lined up for you, man. We're talking to one of the greats in the industry. We are talking about a very, very talented guy, man. He's been around the business for a long, long time. A great friend, of course, as well, man. So let's welcome him back to the show. It's been a minute, but we always enjoy having him here on the show so we can talk a little bit about what's happening on his end in the music industry and his latest music as well. We're talking to Mr. Javier Vidal from Grupo Vidal. What's up, brother?
What's going on, Keith? Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure. I want to say, want to give all the honor and glory to God because without Him, nothing's possible, man. Appreciate you having me on Houston's Tejano Hits podcast, of course. And we're just excited about just what we're doing and want to share with everyone. And thank you for being one of the first. You know, I think we talked to Lawrence last week,
Yes.
and then we have been trying to get this lined up. So it's a good thing.
Yes, and we're definitely happy to have you. We got it lined up, and we have him on right now, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have any questions for him, of course, feel free to drop them there in the comments box. But he is back, and Grupo Vidal, man, these guys have been just popping out hits left and right. I mean, song after song after song, cumbias. We are talking a little country cumbia, all kinds of different types of styles out there. These guys have just been just letting it all out, and so right now you have another one that's making waves right now out there on the airwaves.
Yes, sir. Blessed with the song Tejano, can't you tell, right? Your fast paced, up paced cumbia, yet with a little edge, keep it on a country feel, yet Spanglish feel, giving it that umph that a cumbia needs to get you up off your feet. If you haven't heard it, you're missing the boat. That's all I got to say. You're missing the boat. You're left behind if you haven't heard it.
Yes, yeah, definitely. It's all over the airwaves. I mean, we're playing it everywhere. We're playing a lot here. It's been requested a lot. It's también. It's a very very catchy song without a doubt. If you guys haven't heard it, you're missing out. It's streaming on all platforms. También, you guys can go out there and take a listen to it. But we're gonna play it here in the
Yes.
show before we wrap things up. Of course, we want you to take a listen to it. But you guys are out of Kingsville, Texas. We know that, and these guys have been a fan favorite for many many decades, should I say? Going back to the '90s when we first touched bases with these guys. It's been a long time, man. So as to you, your brother
Really long.
Danny, it's a family thing, man. I mean, that's what's keeping you guys, going. I would say like this. I mean, you and Danny are pretty much the backbones of the band, huh? Of the group.
Yeah, we're the ones that you know uh, lead, right? We have a great staff that the guys are talented, they're motivated, they have the mindset, right? We've dealt with many talented musicians throughout our career, and the one thing that I always anchor my belief is, you could be the most talented individual,
Hmm.
but if the attitude's not there, if you don't have a positive attitude, you know, it's it's going to be very noticeable. And you want to keep balance. And sometimes, even though you have the best person to be there, I would have a less talented musician that could learn with the best attitude in that spot.
Yeah.
And I think we got to give credit to the guys in the group for continuing to um, show love for the music, respect for one another, and have a common goal, and that is to have a positive impact on everyone listening. So that's what we look for, myself and Danny. So we're leading the way. We take the hits when there's the hits, and
Yeah.
we love the highs when they're the highs, right?
Yeah.
We have always have a band meeting afterwards. If we're driving, if we're at the airport, at the hotel, wherever, tell me you're high and tell me you're low.
Yeah.
Let's discuss that
Let's discuss it. Yeah.
before we close the night. And it's amazing how you'll get the feedback, right? You might think that the high was this part, right? But they tell you no, the high was, I could hear everything in my in ear, and in my monitors, I could
Yeah.
hear everything. I felt good. It's like, oh, okay, well, everybody's got their own
Their
high,
own.
right?
Yeah.
And then you just never know, right? But we always open the floor up for the guys to to participate in that.
That's awesome. You got a great group of guys, surrounding you. I mean, in the band, very, very well respected as well in the industry. I mean, there's some talented young men. And you got your brother Danny, of course, and then you have another brother también, no,
Ronnie,
in the
he's
band,
on
Ronnie.
vocals, and then we got AJ Espinosa from Wesco on drums. We currently have Louis Salinas on accordion. We have the La Familia Mesa on our road crew. Our brother Bobby as the driver. And I don't think I'm missing anybody. I think that's it.
Got to get everybody in there before somebody might be watching. They're going to say, "Hey,
Yeah.
hey, what about me?" So,
Oh,
uh,
I did miss somebody. And
oh,
our media guy, Mr. Gabriel Mata. Well, there you go. You just reminded me. He's gonna tell you that you didn't mention him. So Gabriel Mata on media, who records everything and takes account for everything, and we create those reels. And without that extra individual doing that, then I could take some, but I wouldn't be able to do it all.
and do it all.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So, you guys have recorded everything from traditional Tejano country. Tejano artists at that. You know what I mean? Have to be more willing today to experiment and evolve. I mean, what is it different for you guys? Grupo Vidal.
I think we've been evolving since the beginning. I think we've been blessed to have a multicultural childhood to where we listen to Conjunto Bernal, to Michael Jackson, and everything in between. Rock, country, uh, you know, bluegrass music, gospel, and I kind of feel that that plays a part in our what we generate. So when we think of Tejano, Tejano is not a sound,
Yeah.
right? It's not a sound, it's a culture, right? When I think Tejano, and I think even across the United States, when we've played in the on the West Coast or the East Coast, they don't view Tejano as a sound. They
Hmm.
view Tejano as a culture because they recognize that their family is from Texas.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
people that went in different states, they just for whatever reason, they raised their family out from Texas, but they attribute it to more family oriented things, the
Yeah.
culture, sitting at home with the mom and dad, and you know having a meal together on the table, enchiladas or arroz con pollo, or they attribute it to that. And then it comes down to like, I remember being out in the backyard and my mom and dad would have their cousins over or friends, and we be listening to Tony de la Rosa or Pio Trevino. We were listening to like Little Joe. We were listening to, and I just give you three different styles:
Yeah. Three different.
conjunto, chicano, and then tejano. So
Hmm.
remember, is it really a sound or is it it's a culture?
The culture.
So,
Yeah.
this is when we think of Tejano, we think of how can we bring everything that we've grown up with and put it into our music.
Yeah.
That's how
That's
Vidal does it.
yeah. Yeah, well said. But I mean, yes, you're right about that. If they take a listen and go back and listen to your music, you've got flavor all over the place. And there are a lot of different flavors. So
That's
that's,
right.
yeah,
You would say we're a buffet of styles. There you go.
a buffet of styles. That's a new one right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. Grupo Vidal, ladies and gentlemen, right here. We're talking to Javier right here on the show here on Houston's TejanoHits.com, our Facebook page, man. So if you guys are out there, share the live as well. If you're tuned in, share the live. Um, Again, you and your brother Daniel have been making music together for years, bro. What kept that musical partnership, brotherhood, going forward? I mean,
I think
it's been a
I
while.
think it's where it started, where it originated. My mom and dad sang in church, but even further before that, my dad was the first singer to uh Conjunto Bernal back in the 50s, right? So he recorded Destino Cled, Mujer Paseada, the Carta Siete Hojas. He was on the road with Paulino and Eloy Bernal in the 50s. So that's where that comes from. And then my mom sang with her sisters, back in the day. And I think the music journey has been a family dream per se. We had our brother Rudy who started us off. Actually,
Mhm.
his love for music, was deep because here was Rudy that was dealing with a chronic illness like kidney failure, and having to be on dialysis 25 years. But the only thing that motivated him was music.
Mhm.
The only thing
Yeah.
that helped him get through that was music. That's why I always say music can heal a soul. Music
Mhm.
can change your trajectory. And so um, that's why we do it, right? That's why we continue to do it, because family dream, what it means, what it meant to my brother, what it means to my family, and what it means to provide a way, a healing for the listener.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what they're going through. You just never know how your music is going to touch them.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. Makes a whole lot of sense, man. If you guys are out there listening, we are talking once again with Javier Vidal. Javier is here with us here on the show. He's got a new song out, which we want everyone out there that's tuning into the show right now to listen to. We want you guys to tune in and let us know what you think on the song there. It's one that came out back in was it July 16th, I want to say?
July
Back in
16th.
July. There you go, July
Yeah.
16th. Tejano, Can't You Tell? Okay, it's all over the radio. It's everywhere out there. Now, before we get to the song, well, we could do it either before or after, but I'll ask you before we get to the song. There, we're going to play the audio, guys out there. Well, let's just play the audio, and then we'll answer that question when we get back here. So,
Yeah, sounds good. Go
yeah, we'll
for
do
it.
that. So, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back right here with Mr. Javier in just a few minutes. We got more to talk about. We got lots to talk about right here in the industry. So, just stay tuned and stay close right here, and we will be right back right here on Houston.
She walks in, mira no más. Got every head turning fast. Blue jeans, botas looking fine. Yeah, that girl is one of a kind. Little bit country, little bit miel. Angel heart, but she got fire as well. Dressed up nice, she don't need much. Tiene algo that you just can't touch. Ay, mama, can't you tell? She's got that magic spell. Yeah. She's Tejano, can't you tell? Por la manera she wears it so well. No importa the color of her skin, it's the pride that she carries within. She's Tejano, can't you see? Got that cumbia rhythm naturally. Country roots and corazón. Turn it up, the night is on. It's rolling up in a Chevrolet. Radio loud, playing my song day. Trabajando from day to night. Still makes time to treat her right. Strong hands, corazón bien. That's a Tejano, I can tell. Faith, family, and loyalty. Así se vive a community. Ay, compadre, can't you tell? He's got that Tejano soul as well. He's Tejano, can't you tell? Por la manera he wears it so well. No importa the color of his skin, it's the pride that he carries with him. He's Tejano, can't you see? Got that cumbia rhythm naturally. Country roots and corazón. Turn it up, the night is on. Now they're dancing side by side. They have a pride they cannot hide. A says baby, he says amor, and they spin around that dance floor. Brown skin, light skin, every shade. Somos Tejanos, that's how we're made. Different stories, same heartbeat. Cuando el acordeón meets that y se nota.
There you have it, guys.
That's right. How can't you tell?
All right, there we go. There we go. That's it. Tejano Can't You Tell, guys. That's Grupo Vidal, and that's streaming on all platforms, guys. So if you like it, go out there and add it to your playlist, man. It's a great song. Great. It's got a great beat. Very, very catchy at that. So yeah, man. It doesn't get any better than that, man. You guys always put your flavor and your stamp on a lot of that stuff. A lot of your music right there. You guys have recorded everything from traditional Tejano to country. It's I mean, I wouldn't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? How do fans react to some of the stuff that you guys actually put out, music wise, and the direction that you take on some of the songs? Do you guys get some good vibe from your fans out there when you put something out like that?
But yeah, actually, there's lots of reaction across, the different states. Actually, like they're just like, that song you did, the stuck on you, man. It is like
Yeah.
they love it, right? Then we'll get feedback on like even one more day, the song that we
Mhm.
did, it's a country cumbia. Then they'll go back and be like, man, La Mediosa sounds sick, man. Like it sounds it. And then I'm like, okay, great, man, thank you. And they even go further back, man. You remember that song? Que sepan todos. I was like, oh shit. I don't remember that one, but I remember the song. I don't remember all the words, man, because I already know where they're coming back. Like, can you play that one? I'm like, yeah, yeah, maybe, maybe,
Yeah, maybe,
yes.
maybe if
That
it,
if
but
if it comes up, yeah, okay. But yeah, they go way back, man. They start talking about other songs. So I think, you know, it's great to hear that we have fans from every chapter,
mhm.
right? Every song. There's people that like it. Some people like this one better. You know, uh, it's just amazing to see.
Yeah, yeah. So, another question I got for you there. We had some off screen conversations earlier. Just a small one, nothing big or nothing huge, but we were talking about AI in the industry, which is
It's a big thing now.
yeah.
AI is a big thing, and I think great question, by the way. I think uh, in my job, they want you to use AI, and they promote that, right? Because they want you to be more efficient, right? In the emails, in your development of a presentation, like really hone in on what is you're trying to do.
Hmm.
But AI is useful for great ideas. It's not going to do the work for you,
Right.
right? It, I think that AI is a good tool, right? It's a good tool for whatever business you're in. I mean, you sit there and you say, "Hey, I want to open up a coffee shop in, Houston, Texas. How many are in the area? This is the location I want, and what is the prospective amount of investment I would need before I even
Hmm.
break even?" It'll give you all that, so you can get a snapshot of what you're dealing with,
What you're dealing with,
right?
yeah.
So, I mean, it's useful tool, but it's not going to do the work for you. It's not going to bring in the customers to come buy your coffee. It's just, I mean, it's not,
Yeah.
right? So, at the end of the day, you have to be creative enough to take what it is it gives you and make it real.
Hmm.
Make it real to where you are the one who is presenting it. Like I did a
Exactly.
SWOT analysis. I did a business analysis for my company, and I was like, okay, this sounds great, but it's not me. So
Not
let me
you.
go in there. Let me see how I can present it in my territory, right? So it's the same thing, you know. If you're gonna get ideas, if you're gonna utilize that, I think that's fantastic. I think it's great, you know. But you still got to do the work.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because you know what? If you could get a AI to make you a number one hit, why wouldn't everybody do it?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's all go make some millions.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, just think about that. It's very it's a great tool. I think it's great. I mean, we all use it, creating logos, creating flyers. It's great. It's great. It makes life easier, right?
Yeah.
But you still have to make it your own.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Most definitely.
I think it's a great tool, like I said.
Yeah, and that was one conversation we had, guys. Okay,
Yeah, we had a bunch.
we had a bunch. Okay, and well, that was one there. But how do you feel, Javier, yourself? You know, as you know, you've been in the business for decades now. I mean, you've been in since the early '90s in this music, and you paved your way. You fought. You've like I said, you've had your ups and you've had your downs throughout your entire musical journey. How do you feel about artists out there using AI? From your standpoint,
I think I mean anybody who uses AI, whether it's new artists coming up, whether it's you know people like us, been in the business a long time, um, know the parameters, right? Understand the parameters of that, and I think if you stay in those guidelines, um, and use it as a tool, not as a source to solely do everything for you, um, you be great.
yeah,
It's a good source, as I mentioned, good tool. Now, I remember, man, I wish AI existed when I was 12 years old in that old practice room where it was like 110 degrees and I was learning how to play the guitar. It'd be a lot easier for me to do that, right? I create and learn how to sing, and I wish I could AI all that, but I had to go through it. I had to go through the hard knocks of, practice, hurt fingers from soreness of developing callus, you know, being theatrical on a part that I just couldn't get.
mm,
We rewind the cassette so much that you rewind it so much it gets tangled and you ruin your cassette. Now you
mm-hmm,
got to wait to get another one, and like so. I mean, there's a lot of musicians that earn their stripes, right? That's the way they earned them, and so much respect to those artists, and even to the new ones, because you still got to learn how to use every tool that you got, right?
yeah, of
Whether it be
course,
guitar, whether it be your instrument, whether it be AI, you still got to learn how to use it.
hmm yeah,
So um, that's how I feel about that.
yeah. And that's a clean version, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to
That is
add
a very clean version.
that. No, but yes, definitely. I mean, that's a. I mean, I just had to ask that because I know there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of different, views from around the industry, should
Yeah,
I say? But of course, you want to ask
you,
your
you know, I
guest.
think I think I had a conversation with the engineer that I work with, and he's so against AI. Like he is like, he just, because remember, the perspective of an engineer is what you come in, right? You start either recording or you start creating. So
Yeah,
when you're creating, what does that generate?
yeah.
For who?
Mm-hmm.
For the
That's right.
engineer. So
Exactly.
so if you're coming in already, AI generated, then you're cutting some of the revenue off of the person who supposed to be making it, right?
Making it.
and
Yeah.
then and then you're so at the end of the day, I can see why he has a different perspective of that, right? Because it cuts into his profit, and we're all in this business to earn a buck, right?
Of
We wouldn't be
course.
doing it just to do it, but it's a business, and
Mm,
so at the end of the day, those things count, right? um but I think it's all the perspective of the person, uh, in what situation they're in. If you are a person that is struggling, you don't really have a job, you're trying to be good at music, and AI is your way to get that, and you make a pista and you sing to it, why not?
yeah. Why not?
If you're, you know, trying to create and you're having a writer's invite, everybody's there, let's all input a little bit here, let's create together, and let's develop the song, and let's humanize it, why not? See, so I mean, it's all the perspective of the person who is thinking about AI.
Correct. Yeah.
But it goes back to what's in it for the person.
Hmm. Yeah, that's very true. Very, very, very true. So, what do you think? Or what are your thoughts on the industry right now, currently, and where do you think we might need to improve going forward?
I think that the industry right now, for years, for decades, it's
Mm.
been. I feel like 90s Tejano is dominant in the stations. I think that that's been for a while, right? Um, And it could be because, I mean, once again, that was a different time. That was a
Mm.
beautiful time to be in the Tejano industry. I remember, I think that people were gigging Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday.
I mean, it was like, dang. I mean, who doesn't want to be in Tejano? Come on now. I mean,
Yeah.
that's buses. You saw lots of buses, lots of Prebos, the big old park hands that will cook you on stage if you move out of the way.
Yeah. Remember them?
I mean, it's like, those were the times, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the industry is a reflection of the economics, right? People right now would rather stay home, put their money on the light bill. I mean, you realize how hot it is outside, right?
Hmm.
Put the money on the light bill, take care of the bills, and hey, I'll watch you when you do a festival. It's going to be free.
Yeah.
But I
That's
mean,
what.
come on.
That's what it's
I mean,
boiled down to.
but I mean, let's be honest. Like, okay, we're gonna have
Yeah.
so and so free. Well, when the band goes to make their own show and they want to charge $10, I'll just wait till
Mm.
you come to a church festival. It's free.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. No,
I
you're
mean,
right.
let's
You're right.
let's be honest. That's what it comes down
Hmm.
to.
Yeah.
Um, and that hurts the industry, big time. You
Yeah.
know, um, I don't know. I don't think I've seen. I mean, let's use an example. I may be wrong, but um, let's think of a festival that's free, where you've gone to go see. Name a group, a big group, like a popular group.
Signal. You're asking me?
Yeah, that name a group, right?
Yeah.
Right, where it's free. But what I'm saying is like when you think of a group, I'm thinking like Lonely Boys, like stuff like that, where you
Oh, okay.
go
Okay. Okay.
to
Okay.
to where you have to buy a ticket, right,
Yeah. So
to
yeah,
see those guys. So if
state
they're gonna,
stadium bands basically, or
if you're
arenas.
gonna go do that, why would you pay for a stadium band when if they're gonna be down the road at the church festival?
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna roll in there and you can do it.
That's
I'm
it,
saying
it,
for
it
free.
can happen. It can happen to anybody, right? Because I mean, let's face it, things have changed, economics have changed. It's very expensive for everything right
For
now,
everything.
and we understand that. I mean, you talk to people about, hey, I'm gonna make a quinceañera, and this is what it is, and I'm already up to like $18,000, and I'm like, what? $18,000? Oh my
18,000.
God! Like
Yeah,
it's a
that's
car,
yeah.
like I mean, like at least a used car. I'm like, God. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you think about those things, it's like, man, I remember the days when you could hire a band for quinceañera $2,500.
Hmm. Wow. It's not like that anymore.
Be at the High Chaparral, perform, you
Yep.
know, everybody happy.
Yeah, yeah,
Now,
and a crowd at that back then. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, very
Yeah.
different, very
Very, very
different.
different.
So, anyways, yeah, I'll get off my soapbox. I think it's changed. Is what I
That's
mean.
true. But let me send some shout outs because I know these guys are still watching the show for sure. Mr. Michael Longoria says, Saludos, guys. Keith,
Michael,
Javier, blessings.
blessings to you, Papa.
Uh,
Kingsville native.
Yes, Kingsville in the house. Yep, yep. He says he was agreeing with what you were saying earlier. Also to David Villa. Hello, Keith Leal and Vidal. David
David,
Villa, Oakland, watching. David
you
Lee
know,
Rodriguez. Saludos, my brothers. Another top dog right there, West Texas. David Lee Rodriguez y 411. Yes. Saludos.
there you go,
Appreciate you.
Papa. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it.
Yes, amazing dude right there as well. So we got Mr. Javier Vidal with us right here on the show tonight. We're talking his about his new single. Now we didn't get to touch on that when the song finished earlier. Javier, I wanted to ask you on that Tejano Can't You Tell. Now, do you plan to release a video on that song, or is there
You
something in the
know,
works right now?
there is something in the works that just honestly I haven't screened it. You know,
Okay.
I've been so
Yeah,
it
you're a
comes to
busy
me,
man.
right, and I'm like, they say, hey, have you gotten to see it? I have not. I have not. So I mean, I'm being honest. I've been flying to the West Coast and a lot, and I'm just not. I haven't had time, honestly. So that's on me. But there will be a video, so that will come out. Um, but we got follow-ups, a lot of follow-ups,
A
and I'm
lot
just
of them.
kind of thinking like, man, do we go with the next one or do we wait? That's another thing
Mhm.
on the top of the list that I'm like, do I open the vault up or what? Like it's still,
Because you
it's
got a lot of stuff in the vault, like we were saying earlier
dude,
before.
we have
Yes.
too much,
Yeah, it's
too much,
gotta
man.
let some of that out of the vault, and for you guys out there to hear, these guys have put some good stuff together. There's no doubt about that. Saludos Antonio Vega también. Saludos amigos. He says he's tuned in right there. My old
Pleasure.
co-host on Tejano Time podcast right there. Yes, saludos, my brother. I'll be reaching out to you very very soon. All right.
Awesome.
Um, so yeah, definitely. Again, we'll be waiting on the video. Obviously, we want to check that out, but a lot of follow-ups también as well. Is there something you're putting together, whether it be another album or something in the works with all this,
So
or
I
you're
mean,
just going to continue to release singles? I know
we
you
can
could
make
probably
it
get
out.
3 or 4 of them, right?
Five albums out, right? But I think I put a little teaser the other day. It's the Thunder Rolls, right? And we've had that. I know that G5. I want to say a shout out to G5 over there in Florida.
Hmm.
They had put it out, and it was on the list to put out. And I was gonna send it out regardless, but I have much respect for those guys, right? So I was like, no, you know what? I'm not gonna. I'll 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 wait.
Hmm.
So it's been about 2 years, I think, since it's been theirs. I said, well, I'll put it out. So I've had it for 2 years with the video and everything. And I just like the video because the video is very cinematic,
Oh yeah.
very like movie like,
Wow.
and we had an opportunity uh to do the third verse on the song. So if you haven't heard the third verse, it's on that song. And if you're playing radio and you need to go to the restroom, that's the one you want to play. That's the one. That's the one you want to play. It's gonna give you some time.
Extended
Once
play
again,
right there.
yeah, that's right. It's not a 2 minute cumbia; it's a 5 minute cumbia.
There you go.
But you got no worries unless you got an emergency.
Right.
Unless
Emergency. Yeah.
you ran out, right?
Yeah.
But most definitely it might be the follow up. I've sent the teaser out, but I also have a ranchera that's freaking amazing, right? So I'm like, God, I don't know um, which one to go
Which
with.
way to go with? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I did see the teaser there. The Thunder Rolls. I did see that, and I was like, hey, wow. I said I'd like to hear that. So that's something I'll be expecting in the future as well. So I mean, like I said, these guys are very very talented, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, anything that they put their hands on is just it's amazing. That's just the sound that they put together, the flavor that they put together with the band members that they have. The talented guys. I mean, in the studio sessions. I mean, you guys are. I know you're very very strict when it comes to your craft. You know what I mean. You're
most
tough. You're
definitely.
tough on your guys. Or no
Some
doubt
might
about
say I'm
that.
a perfectionist, but it's not that. It's be intentional, right? What's the point if you're not going to be intentional with what you're trying to do? Why are you doing it? Like
Hmm.
we've had many opportunities to do certain songs, and I get to the drawing board, and we're there, start working with it. Uh, I don't know, spend maybe 2 or 3 hours on it, like, and I'm like, I'm not convinced.
Hmm.
What's a good song? People gonna know it. I said, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that you should take whatever you have and put it in this can. You know, it doesn't fit. It's not gonna work. It doesn't work. I mean, you can force it to be what it's gonna be, right?
Hmm. Right.
But then when you force it, is it really the same song? The song is recorded. Let's just take, for instance, the chair, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
excuse me, but I think you, I mean, he's having a conversation. You take that song and you switch it entirely and you don't keep the same rhythm, the same beat, you just change the intent of the song.
The song. Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that we don't do that. I try not to do that.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
So, no,
You know, and they're like, but it's a good song. I said, no, no, I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do that.
And they're like,
So,
well, we just spent 3 hours on it. I said, I know that. I just won't do it. You know, but you have to. You got to
mhm.
try it. You know, let's try it in every direction, every speed that we can think of. Vamos a hacerlo a pango. You know, like why not? Why? I
Well,
mean, think about it, Keith. If you're gonna do that to the chair, why not make it wapango?
mhm.
Why wouldn't you make the chair wapango? Tell me why.
Why I wouldn't, or
Why?
why I would, or why
No. What? Tell me.
Well,
Would you or would you not?
I wouldn't because and it takes away from the original song. I mean, it's a song that's you don't want to do that. No, I wouldn't do it. Would you?
That's no hell no. Hell no. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, no, no,
No.
I
I,
know what you mean. We've had many conversations of that. If you're going to take a song, you know what I mean. You got to, and Antonio. In other words, you have to take your time to make the change to the sound you're looking for. Weigh your options. That's what Antonio said right here on the screen, right there. So
that's
yes,
right.
yeah, definitely. So I
And
mean,
I think the songs, if you're gonna do a remake, I think the songs deserve that. That's just
mhm.
being respectful of the artist who made the song,
Yeah, yeah,
you know? Now, if it's your original song, do what you want with it, right?
hmm
But if you're taking a iconic hit, we're just using that as an example.
yeah,
You know, you should try to respect the integrity of the song. How do you and you can sit there, well, you need to make it faster, or you need to do that. Well, if you have to do all that, that's not the song.
it's not the song. Yeah, totally, totally changing that. Big time, big time. Buenas tardes, Keith and Vidal Vic Martinez. Saludos.
¿Cómo
Thank you for
están?
tuning in to the
Thank you.
show. Yes. So yeah, you're on point with that. There's no doubt. You took the
Oh,
words
once
out of my
again,
mouth, man.
I want to say this. I want to say this before, that's Vidal camp, right? When we're there, that's how we do it. How everybody else does it, hey, much respect to you guys. You keep doing what you're doing. That's how you want to do it. And when we're there, that's how we decide what's staying and what's not.
Yeah. Respect. You said it. Keyword. That's what Antonio says. Yeah, for sure. Guys, if you're just joining us, we want to know where these guys are going to be performing at in the upcoming future, in the next couple of months, or maybe in the next couple of weeks. I don't know what you got on your agenda, but I know you guys are going to be somewhere. You got any dates for everybody out there that's viewing the show?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what. This weekend, I wonder how come I can't respond to these.
You should be able to.
Hmm.
Are you on your page, or where are you at?
I'm on the here. What's show on stage? It says no.
Yeah,
Okay, well
he's
let me just go to it. So basically, this weekend we're in the Oregon State Fair in the West Coast.
okay.
So we're the headliners out there for the event. We'll be there. We have a private show as well on the during the day. Um, Next week we are in Crystal City
Okay.
and the Fifth and Elm in Portland, Texas. The week after, we're in Pasadena, Texas at the Pasadena Cook Off.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll be there the 11th, the 12th, and then we'll be at Tri City Beer Garden on the 13th. The week after that, we're at a private the end of the month. We're top of my head, I can't think of it. I think we're in Weslaco. Then October rolls around, we're in Corpus Christi, and then we're in San Angelo. Um, we're back in Portland, Oregon, um, for another different show.
Wow. Okay.
Um, then we're going to back to Texas. Oh, I forgot. We'll be back in, I want to say Victoria. So lots of different things that we're doing, but most definitely West Coast is starting to really open up.
Yeah. Some dates right there for you guys out there. If you guys are interested in going checking out one of their live shows, again, follow them on their social media pages, Vidal, and they will have all that information for you as to other upcoming
Yes,
shows and
sir.
whatnot. So that will get you guys some more info, some inside scoop, and all that other stuff. And you can follow them for their music as well, también on all their social media platforms, as well as YouTube también. They've got some stuff
Can
up on
you
YouTube.
put the YouTube? You can also. I wanted to put the website, man. I don't. It says chat with everyone in the studio, but I don't know if that's it.
Click on it and see what it does there.
Let me see official. Oh, Vidal.
So, Mary Garcia también. Hi, Keith Leal. Love your show. Great interview, Vidal. So, yes, saludos, Mary. Thank you for tuning into the show as well. Gilbert Salcedo también is tuned in. Hey, my brother, thank you for tuning into the show. That's right. We appreciate each and every one of you guys out there that are
Oh, it's joining. Here
checking
we
out.
go.
Yeah, so
It says
yeah.
connect. It's because it's YouTube. Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, join it. Okay.
Oh shit.
Well, you might want to unjoin it.
Con-
Not sure.
Continue.
He's there. I can hear him, but he's got no screen. So I'm not sure what happened. We got a private. There you are. Somebody's sending a
It
private
just says
chat
join the
here.
chat. I'm trying to join the chat.
Oh,
but
okay. Yeah,
what-
that's actually the studio chat. That's what you're chatting with me right quick. Um, well,
Can
his
you copy that and put it up where the chat's at?
yeah. Let me.
Here, hold on. Comments. It doesn't let me put it.
Yeah, it's not gonna let you put it there. Let me get something over here done right quick. I can probably put it on here right quick. And yeah, definitely, so that way everybody can see the website that you guys can give these guys.
And it has the dates and it has the music. It'd be so much easier if you guys. It has videos. It got testimonials. I mean, the website. I worked on it very hard, Keith. So all you guys that are listening, go over there and visit.
Yeah, definitely
Come
go
on
out there.
now.
So let's see here. I got it right here.
It won't let him. Oh yeah, Antonio, you're right.
It's official Grupo Vidal, right?
Yeah, it's www.officialgrupovidalmusic.com.
All right, guys. So I'm going to flash that up here on the screen as well. You guys can check that out right there. Okay. That's the official grupovidalmusic.com. That's their official website right there. So
That's
that you
it.
can go there and you can get all the information you need to have their great website. Do you have a maybe an online store yet on there?
Not yet, man. We're working on
Working
that. We do have Tejano Can't You Tell shirts if you like the song. The page, the official song for the page, one of my favorites. It's Hotel California by Vidal. You know,
Yeah. There you go.
and if you
Yes.
haven't heard that, you're missing out.
You're missing out, ladies and gentlemen. So you got to definitely go out there and check the music out. The official grupovidalmusic.com, guys. Go out there and log on to that website right there and get all the information. Keep tabs on all the upcoming events they've got going on, releases, and a whole lot more. All right. That is the place to be, and that's the place to go. All right. So what's next for Grupo Vidal? What do you guys got coming up, music wise?
We music wise, we have a variety, right? We have cumbias, rancheras, we have special originals. We're working on um a special, I say a special project because it's done. It's done, it's completed. I continue to listen to it for the past 4 or 5 months, just trying to pick it apart.
Yeah.
And I say that because I'm my worst critic, right? I listen to everything and I'm like, nah. I tell you, I'm honest. I'm like, that doesn't convince me. So if and people know this, they're like, man, Javier, it's hard to please. It's not that I'm hard to please. It's that I take a very different look from what the average person or listener is going to listen to. I'm looking at it from like every angle. How can this be torn apart?
Hmm.
How can this not work? Where's the holes in this? Like, let me poke them,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because that's exactly what's going to happen when people hear it,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah,
And so why not do it before it goes out, before it goes out? And so for the past 4 months, 5 months, I've been doing that, and then I've been thinking, what am I going to brand it with? Like, what's the brand? Is it going to be Topo Chico Volume Number Two? I don't know. I mean, once again, we're just trying to figure, how do we brand it? Some
yeah.
people have said just put it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I have a female barber that cuts my hair and trims my beard, right? Sweet lady, right? And she's young. She's like 25, 26. And I said, voy a poner la música a ver qué dice. We'll see what's up. Because everywhere we go, if we play the music that we have, the comment is, oh, you guys are Tejano. Oh, you guys are Tejano, right? Even if you do the country, oh, you're Tejano. I was
Hmm.
like, wow, it's amazing that
Yeah.
that's what they get from it. So these songs I was working on, I put one song on, right? Played it. And she was like, man, that's really, really catchy. Like, I really like it. Is it already out? I was like, no. She was, let me know because I'm gonna put that on repeat. That's like, it's really catchy. Like, I
Yeah.
can relate to it. Now we're talking about the age group, right? What they're hearing, how they're receiving the information. If I sit there and I put, you know, the song that we recorded recently, Tejano Can't You Tell, you know, it's not their cup of tea.
It's not right. Right.
Not that they don't like it, it's just not their cup of tea. They just rather order something different.
Hmm.
And so I'm like, well, okay, cool. And then I want to tell you, probably 7 weeks out, 7 weeks out, I forgot what I was doing. I get a text and it's my barber. Hey, is the song out? Like, what was the name of that song? I was like, it's called, Después de las Dos. And she's like, yes. Like, is it out? And I was like, no, it's not out yet. She says, ponle, put it out. Like, put it out. Like, I keep hearing that song in my head.
Hmm.
7 weeks out, Keith.
Wow. Yeah.
And it was in the barbershop where there's music blasting, people talking, and I just played a little bit from my phone.
Wow. 7 weeks out though. 7 weeks out is a long time. I would have had a little snippet. I mean, it's kind of like, but she's waiting on it. So
Yes.
what's your plan?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, oh my God. Like, am I overthinking this or what? Like, golly. So that's the next chapter. And I don't know yet, right? We're still gonna be putting out all the other stuff that we got because trust me, there's
Hmm.
a lot. But that special edition is truly special,
Yeah, I would imagine.
And so um all original, very different feel. It's what is opening the doors in the national market as we speak.
Yeah,
And that is something different for us.
definitely different. Yeah. Mary Garcia says, "What artists or genres have shaped your music style?"
Man, I want to say if we're talking through my entire life, I want to say Conjunto Bernal, Michael Jackson, um, Garth Brooks, George Strait, David Lee, Intocable. There's a lot.
It's a lot.
Temptations,
Uh-huh.
uh, Bon Jovi, Van Halen, Metallica, Maroon 5. I get a little bit of all that in the music,
The music.
you
Yeah.
know, and you'll hear them in certain places.
Yeah.
And most definitely, um, lots of great artists that we have picked up along the way, and some I didn't even name. Right? There's too many, but the ones that come to mind are people that I remember sitting down by the LP. You know, when you put the
Hmm.
records on
Yeah.
and hearing the and then the music starting. You know, you put your ear to the music, to the speaker, and just listen to it. You know, I remember listening to Sugar Daddy from Jackson 5. Oh, I wanna be your sugar daddy, give you loving when you're missing. I mean, I remember hearing the 45s, you know.
Hmm.
But to be honest with you, I think any style of music is an influence. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It has something. There's something there if you really listen, regardless. Whether it's Tejano, whether it's conjunto, whether it's pop, R&B, you know, classical, there is something there if you pay attention that every artist is going to pull from that.
Hmm. Yeah. Wow. There's a lot of from just like Antonio says here, from Paulina Bernal to Bon Jovi. Love it.
Yeah,
Yes. And earlier, like this is going back to the situation, not the situation, but the conversation we were having about you were in the barbershop. It has to be hard to catch the ear of everyone. The generations have changed, and for that,
most definitely.
that was definitely a moment right there for sure.
I'll tell you another time. I was in an office in my job. I won't say exactly what I do, but uh, I remember there was 10, 12 individuals in there. And they were like, oh, tú eres cantante de ese grupo que va a tocar con Duelo. I was in Laredo.
Hmm.
And I said, yeah, we're going to perform there. Ah, ¿qué clase estilo de música? I said, pues, de todo. Enséñame una canción. And I showed, I believe it was like Las Hijas de Don Simón or something like that. And ustedes son Tejano. Remember, I was telling you,
Hmm.
right? Siempre, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's how they view it, how it's what they're hearing, right?
Hmm.
And I'm like, wow, why can't we just be ustedes un grupo, agrupación con buena música? Why does it
Yeah.
have to be, oh, you're Tejano,
Exactly.
right? And I'm thinking about them like, oh, you know what? It's it's because that's what they know, right?
Hmm.
That's how they identify you. And so when I did this project, I went back and I said, I've been working on a project. And they heard it, right? I put it on and they're like, oh, it reminds me of Mark Anthony. And,
Hmm.
like it's like an international feel. It's like so inviting. And the doctor, who's Mexicana también, right? She's like, your voice is so sultry. I was like, Mira, el sultry. I was like, wow. I said, that's a word that I've never heard, right? As far as to describe our music.
Or music. Yeah.
And
Wow.
I was like, I wonder in what context did she mean that, right? So sultry, very seductive, soothing, inviting, I was like, wow, that's a high compliment.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
but before, remember, before it was what? Oh, there's something.
Yeah. Wow.
See, two
Yeah.
different things.
Different. Two different.
It's all how they receive it,
Hmm.
right? If you give them the same thing they've always received, then guess what? Like anything else, oh, oh, you're a topo chico. Let me put you over here. You know,
Yeah.
you give them something that's unique and something fresh, something nice. Guess what? Now you're a fine wine.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. She described
So
that I mean,
But I
you
mean,
you freaked out.
I was freaked out. I was like, what? Was it? Is this the same people? Like, what did they put in the food, man? Dang. Like, I was like, wow, very different.
Damn, damn. If you guys are just joining us here on the show, about to wrap things up here, we've got Javier Vidal from Grupo Vidal, ladies and gentlemen, Kingsville, Texas powerhouse right here with us
Oh,
here
great.
tonight. Yes, he is on the show, man. What challenges have, one more question we got though from Mary before we drop these messages here. What challenges have Grupo Vidal faced in the music industry and how have you overcome them?
Great question,
Mm,
Mary. That's a great question. I think, uh, anything you do in music or as an artist is challenging. Number one, because you have to be vulnerable. You have to be vulnerable to put your music, whether it's a cover, whether it's an original, you are exposing who you are to the public. And when you do that, you're going to hear the good with the bad.
mhm,
And so I think the hardest thing is to understand and to accept that everything that we do, not everyone's going to like. Not everyone's going to enjoy it, or it's not going to be their favorite. I mean, you know, oh well, you know. And so it's hard to get that
yeah.
kind of feedback. You're thinking, "Shh, they're gonna like it, they're gonna like it," and all of a sudden you get feedback like, ¿y qué? What? ¿Y qué hay más? So I think that's one challenge. The biggest challenge I would say is to stay motivated in the hard times. Anybody who's a young musician or starting out or learning music, they want to be on the road. You know, that's great.
Yeah.
I will tell you some of the greatest memories have been on the road, right? But it is not for everyone. And people are like, well, I mean, why are you not full time? No, 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 no. Let me tell you something. I may have a job, but I'm full time.
Hmm.
If I need to be there perform on a Thursday night, I'm there on a Thursday night. I come back, I'm at work at 6:30 in the morning. If I got to be on a Friday night, I'm there on a Friday night. I'm back. Got to be going on Saturday, and I'm back. And so, and I'll tell you, we're full time. Whether people look at it or not, we are full time. We're invested. And so when you go and you start making albums and you're recording out of your budget, not
Hmm.
from a company's budget, you're recording out of your budget, and you're investing 10, 15, $25,000 per project. That's no
Well,
that's no chicken pocket change to be saying that you're halftime. No,
yeah,
you're full
you're
time.
full time.
That's full investment there.
Yeah.
So those are the tough things that you have to, as a musician, as an artist, as your own company, have to overcome. Because when you don't see the ROIs, return on investment, te agüitas. Te vas a agüitar.
Hmm. Yeah.
But that's when you have to remember you chose this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ahora sí,
Straight up.
échele
Yeah.
ganas.
It's eleganas for sure, for sure,
That's
for
right.
sure. For every good, there's two bads, but that's the motivation, says Antonio.
You got to keep rolling. You
Yeah.
got to keep rolling. Whether it gets tough or el grupo se quebra or some guy gets out or whatever. Hey, no llores, mijito. No llores.
Yeah.
Tú estás escogiendo este camino. Tú quieres esta carrera, tienes que seguir para adelante.
Mhm.
A huevo. That's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
So I don't make excuses. There are good times, there are bad times, there's hard times, and there's broke times. So be ready.
Yeah.
That's
You
it.
know, be ready. Know what you're getting into, definitely. Yes. Always good to talk with Mr. Javier right here from Grupo Vidal. Thank you once again for being always a great guest, my brother, man. It's good seeing you again. As to hope to see you real soon again with some more music and some videos, all kinds of great stuff. But guys, this song right here, Tejano, Can't You Tell? It's available and streaming on all platforms out there. So go out there and add it to your playlist. Share it with your friends. Let's get this song out there. It's doing very well right now. Tejano, Can't You Tell? You guys gotta recall and request your local radio station, your local
There you
internet
go.
radio station. Call and request the song. It's a great one. Yes, and it's available on all streaming platforms, guys. All right.
That's right. Thank
Javier,
you, Keith.
you're welcome, my
And,
brother,
and
anytime. Go
thank
ahead.
you to everybody who's commented and asked questions. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Remember to treat everyone with peace and kindness and love every day, right? Because you never know, right? You never know
Of
when you're
course.
going to need it. And, you know, hope you have a blessed week.
Yes, everybody out there, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Javier, también, you have a great week, my brother. We will talk to you very soon. And God bless, man.
God bless.